Good afternoon and welcome inside the AFEC. It's a chilly afternoon in Cedar City, but expect things to heat up here in the America First Event Center as the feud on 15 continues. Southern Utah hosts Utah Tech in women's basketball here this afternoon. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, bringing you Southern Utah women's basketball here live on Thunder 91. As we get started with the Hermes Drive-In pregame report, Martin, both these teams very familiar with each other. Second time this season now in the season playing here in Cedar City. Utah Tech wants a different outcome. Southern Utah wants a faster start, but a similar outcome.
Right, I think it's going to come down primarily to turnovers, at least off the start, because both teams are coming off, at least where they coming off previous games where they had 20 or more turnovers. Utah Tech had 21 in their previous game, and Southern Utah had 25 in their previous game. So,
and 25 turnovers for the Thunderbirds coming with the win against Utah Valley up in Orem Thursday night, 64-60 in a second half that saw Southern Utah outscore the Wolverines 38-30 to complete the comeback and the win. As always, they were led by Sierra Chambers in that game with 16 points to go with her 4 assists. Brooklyn Feely and Ava Urick each flirted with double-doubles, 12 points, 9 rebounds for Feely, 9 points, 12 rebounds for Ava Urick. And two players for Southern Utah that dominated this first matchup against Utah Tech both had double-doubles in this first matchup.
Right, I think it's going to be key for them, key for Southern Utah to continue that stretch with them. Ava Urick and Chambers leading the way.
And for Utah Tech, they're coming off a 67-61 loss to California Baptist down in St. George here on the week, where every team in the WAC had one game on the road and one game at home. It was a 6-point loss for the Trailblazers. They were led by Kaylee Borden, who had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Her 7th 20-point game of the season so far. She's been the spark plug for the Trailblazers in a year where the Warren Twins have been out. And for Utah Tech in that last matchup, it was the bigs, though. We always talk about the three-point shooting for Utah Tech, but here in Cedar City on December 29th, it was post-play of Paige Kofer that got things going for Utah Tech. She led the way with 18 points, hit 3 triples as well, but Southern Utah defends the three-point line well as a team, allowing just above 32% field goal percentage as their defense. Southern Utah has to close out on the three-point line, but can't leave the paint open either.
Right, I think they're going to have to pick their poison in a sense. If Utah Tech can hit primarily their shots coming out from the three-point line, then I think it's going to be pretty good for them to look to at least try and hit more often than not their three-point shots.
And a big storyline for Southern Utah, as it's been all season, one of the top rebounding teams in the conference are the Thunderbirds, and it was prevalent this first matchup against Utah Tech, and even more so against Utah Valley on Thursday. Overcoming those 25 turnovers, it helps when you nearly double up your opponent in rebounds.
Right.
Thunderbirds on Thursday night out-rebounded Utah Valley 40-22, and it was a 25 rebounding advantage against Utah Tech here in the AFEC in December, 56-31. The Thunderbirds in that one, 22 offensive rebounds. The game where they started shooting the ball poorly, picked it up there in the second half. They'll look for a fast start here tonight. We'll take a break and come back with more of the Hermes Drive-In pregame report after this. You're listening to Southern Utah Women's Basketball live on Thunder 91.
Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City.
Clark & Linford Jewelers has been a staple on Main Street in downtown Cedar City since the 1970s. Cedar has grown a lot since then, but we are still your hometown jeweler. Our commitment to our customers remains the same, to help you find pieces you will love for years to come. Whether you're looking for an engagement ring, wedding band, or fashion piece, we'd love the opportunity to help you find your piece. Find us at 83 North Main Street in Cedar City and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Clark & Linford Jewelers, still your hometown jeweler, where SUU gets engaged.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. Dallin Richards alongside with me is Martin Alexis. We bring you Southern Utah women's basketball on Thunder 91. The Thunderbirds hosting the 6-11 Utah Tech Trailblazers in the feud on 15 as we continue with the Hermes Drive-In pregame report. Hermes has served Cedar City and Southern Utah for more than 45 years, and we talk a lot about what these teams did well in the first matchup. Southern Utah coming off of a win against Utah Valley that snapped a 3-game losing streak. And when you're on those types of losing streaks, it's good to pick up that win on the road. And now you get to follow that up with a 3-game homestand and try to build that momentum back up.
Right, I think building momentum even here at home is going to be crucial for them coming off those 3 straight losses.
For Utah Tech, they're currently on a 3-game losing streak to UT Arlington and Tarleton State on the road by a combined 10 points, and then the 6-point loss on Thursday night to California Baptist down at Burns Arena, where the Southern Utah men will be tonight with tip-off at 7 o'clock. You can hear that here on Thunder 91 as well with Spencer McLaughlin on the call. But when you're on a 3-game losing streak, you're still on the road. It's a rivalry game. If you're head coach J.D. Gustin, what are you telling your locker room trying to get ready for this game to come out prepared?
I would say at least being an away game for Utah Tech that you look to attack the basket, you look to limit turnovers, and continue to play with an aggression being the away team.
And you know Utah Tech will always shoot the ball from outside, but if they can get paint play going early as well, it opens the 3-point shot up. It was a 10 for 31 night for the Trailblazers on Thursday, as that is the 5th time this season alone the Trailblazers have made at least 10 3-pointers in a game. Here in Cedar City the last time out, they were just 7 of 23. The Thunderbirds didn't allow Utah Tech to shoot their average of 3-point attempts. Did a good job chasing them off the 3-point line as they got the 18-point win in that one. And a key matchup to watch here is the point guard play. Sierra Chambers for Southern Utah, Kaylee Borden for Utah Tech, ranked 2nd and 3rd in the WAC in scoring. How do you slow down either point guard, or do you just let the point guards get theirs and try to not let the other players on the court get involved?
I would say that since both of them are coming in, both top 3 in the WAC scoring, that both of them are going to get their shots up. Both of them are going to get, at least you know they're going to score. So if you at least let them do a bulk of their scoring and limit the other team for both sides, if you limit both the rest of the players for both sides, that you're going to, whoever does that more than likely, I think, would win the game.
It's Kaylee Borden ranked 2nd in the WAC, only behind Peyton Hull in scoring this season at 15.8 points. Sierra Chambers not far behind at 15.5 points. And we also talked about Paige Kofer had a big game against Southern Utah the last time these two teams met on December 29th. And for Southern Utah, this offense starts with Sierra Chambers, but they get into a rhythm when Ava Urick gets involved early. Only had 2 points in the first half against Utah Valley on Thursday night before coming out and getting 7 in the second half. Thunderbirds need to get their post players involved early, try to get Utah Tech in foul trouble.
I think that's a great point. If you can be the team to create those fouls, then it'll at least get them in foul trouble, and they'll start second guessing, going up, contesting at the basket, and then that'll make it easier for that team to score.
And a Southern Utah team that loves to get to the free throw line, and that's another way they overcame 25 turnovers against Utah Valley on Thursday. As a team, 19 for 22 from the free throw line for the Thunderbirds on Thursday night on the road. Tracy Mason and her staff love to get to the free throw line. It's the easiest way to score, really. You don't have any hand in your face.
Right.
They call them free for a reason, but the Thunderbirds capitalized on their on their free throws Thursday night in an 86% clip as a team. As we get you set for tip-off here, we'll take a break for the national anthem. You're listening to Southern Utah Women's Basketball here live on Thunder 91.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City. Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
Bullock strives to be the very best in serving you in Cedar City, offering fashion, decor, and kids items, as well as a fun old-fashioned soda fountain and pharmacy. We are a place where you can come enjoy unique shopping, a fun atmosphere, and quality service from all of our 4 stores on Main Street. Bring the family, grab a treat, and find that perfect gift. Enjoy your shopping experience with us. Bullock's, 91 North Main and historic downtown Cedar City.
Kabuto's, St. George's #1 sushi and ramen bar. Student specials available Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Make sure and give them a follow on social media at Kabuto Utah for weekly giveaways and local events.
Welcome back inside the AFEC as we get you set for tip-off between the Thunderbirds and Trailblazers in the second edition of the Feud on 15 this year. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, bringing you Southern Utah women's basketball here live on Thunder 91. And before we get the starting lineups here tonight, Martin, what does Utah Tech have to do to snap that 3-game losing streak and come away with an upset win on the road?
I would think that being able to get inside the paint, get their shots up, and also be able to make a good percentage of their 3-point field goal attempts.
And for Southern Utah and head coach Tracy Mason, what do they have to do to get their second win against the Trailblazers here this year?
I would think coming in, being able to limit your turnovers, and then also being able to make sure that if they are going to be limiting their leading scorer, that you look to facilitate with at least more tenacity, trying to find out how they're going to guard you, and then look to score appropriately.
Ball movement, always a key for head coach Tracy Mason in Southern Utah, leading the WAC in assists per game at just over 15 as a team. Let's get you your starting lineups here today. Starting first with the visiting Trailblazers, led by head coach J.D. Gustin in his 10th season at the helm for Utah Tech. Starting on the guard line, it's a redshirt senior at 5'10" from Union, Kentucky, the Eastern Kentucky transfer, number 4, Bree Crittenden. The senior guard at 5'3" from Harlem, New York, the Niagara transfer, number 5, Chardonnay Hartley. And the redshirt senior at 5'6" from Anadarko, Oklahoma, the Nevada transfer, number 21, Kaylee Borden. Down low for the Trailblazers, the 6' sophomore forward from Eagle, Idaho, number 11, Paige Kofer, along with the 6'4" forward junior from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and Utah State transfer number 24, Lauren Crocker. For the Thunderbirds and head coach Tracy Mason in her 8th season at the helm. Starting on the guard line, it's the same starting 5. At point guard, it's the 5'8" sophomore from Danville, California, number 3, Sierra Chambers. The 5'11" freshman from Orange, California, number 22, Devin Kiernan. On the front court, it is number 1, the 5'10" sophomore from Crane, Oregon, Courtney Doman, along with 6' junior from Burlingame, California, Ava Urich. And then down low, it's the 6' junior from Orem, Utah, the Umpqua Community College transfer, number 4, Brooklyn Feely. 19 games into the season. This game 20 and 18 with this starting lineup for the Thunderbirds as Utah Tech wins the tip in the all navies with white numbers and letters. Southern Utah home whites with red numbers and letters. They swing around the perimeter and it's a pull-up 3 from the top of the key. Too strong there from Kofer. The offensive rebound though goes to Crocker and Utah Tech gets a second possession. Hartley, top of the key, takes the screen, moving right. They get the switch. Crocker guarded by Kiernan in the paint. Right-handed hook shot, no. Rebound won by Brooklyn Feely for Southern Utah. Up to Sierra Chambers. Half-court offense for the Thunderbirds. Starts with Chambers. Yo-yo dribble. Finds Feely right elbow. Feely facing Crocker. Now drives left. Gets to the block, stops, goes back right, hook shot up and in, over the 6'4" big, and it's a 2-0 Thunderbird lead 1 minute into the ball game. Borden left wing for Utah Tech as they swing around the perimeter. Crittenden thought about a 3 and said drives, can't get the floater to go over Feely. Doman comes away with it for the Thunderbirds, up to Chambers. Now Urich, right corner, give and go with Chambers. Can't get the layup. Feely put back, yes. 4 points early for Brooklyn Feely. Forces J.D. Gustin to call timeout. 8:42 to go here in the first quarter. Southern Utah with a quick 4-0 lead. As we'll keep this one here, just a 30-second timeout. Martin, Southern Utah doing a good job. Starts defensively, getting the defensive rebound, and then getting in transition, as have you seen on their first 2 baskets.
I think it's a point of emphasis, at least coming out, that they're looking to do. And then Utah Tech, at least trying to grab rebounds, it looks like, right off the bat as well.
A 3-1 rebounding advantage for the Thunderbirds here early. A quick Greg Popovich-esque timeout from J.D. Gustin. And I think, if anything else, this is more just settling his team in. Don't want Southern Utah to go on a big run to start this game. Settle in on offense. They've gotten good looks. They just haven't fallen down for Utah Tech.
Right.
0 for 3 from the field to start for Utah Tech. Southern Utah 2 for 3, all 4 points to Brooklyn Feely after the offensive putback, but the Thunderbirds off to a hot start inside the AFEC, something they were looking for. Struggled in this first matchup against Utah Tech. It was the Trailblazers with a 7-point lead after a quarter of play, led by 1 at halftime, before a 22-6 outburst in the third quarter for Southern Utah. Here early on, it's a 4-0 lead for the Thunderbirds. Just over a minute into the Chrysalis first quarter, looking for individuals to join their team of direct support professionals at chrysalis.care. Same 5 out on the court for both teams here after the J.D. Gustin timeout. Utah Tech to inbound. It will be Hartley to bring the ball up court. Crittenden, Borden, Crocker, and Kofer, the other 4 Trailblazers out there. For the Thunderbirds, it's still Chambers, Kiernan, Doman, Urich, and Feely. As we await the officials from the scorer's table, as they did push that one out past the 30-second timeout for media. For Southern Utah, defensively, they've done a good job of holding Utah Tech to 1 shot, the 1 offensive rebound early. And now Utah Tech looks to move around. It's Borden, left corner, drives baseline, stops 15 feet out, guarded tightly by Feely, throws it wildly, nearly a backcourt violation, saved though by Crittenden, and it's back to Borden, right corner 3, no, in front of the Southern Utah bench. Urich is there to get it for Southern Utah, up to Chambers, now Kiernan, right wing. Now Urich on the left wing looking for help. Swings back to Kiernan. Kiernan down to Feely, right block. On Crocker, goes into the body, driving baseline. Kicks it back out, tries to find Chambers, but Hartley knocks it out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock for Southern Utah as they'll inbound in front of the scorer's table. Doman to inbound. Goes to Feely, top of the key. Hands right back to Doman, driving right. Stops at the blocked out to Kiernan. Kiernan gets to the middle of the paint. Pull-up jumper is short from the WAC logo. The rebound to Kofer and Utah Tech. Up to Borden, left wing, guarded tightly by Doman. Drives baseline, pick and pop with Crocker. Left corner 3 is an air ball into the hands of Ava Urich for the Thunderbirds. Chambers looking to go coast to coast. Crossover dribble on Hartley. Contested layup off the back rim. Rebound to Crocker and Utah Tech. 4-0 Thunderbird lead, still 7:30 to play first quarter. Hartley looking to go coast to coast, stops on a dime, kicks back out. Crocker, left wing 3, short. Urich another rebound for the Thunderbirds. She has 3 already. Feely on the left block, kicks out to Doman, left wing. Now Kiernan, right wing, pump fakes and drives left. Now baseline, tries to throw it out, gets deflected. Southern Utah maintains possession. Top of the key 3 from Urich, no good. And the rebound to Crocker and Utah Tech up to Hartley. Hartley going coast to coast, gets into the lane, right-handed layup, no, but a foul is called against Devin Kiernan. And that will send Chardonnay Hartley to the free throw line for a pair as we get our first substitutions of the game. Denver Anderson in, Brooklyn Feely heads to the bench. The senior from Harlem, New York for Utah Tech, looking to get the scoring going here. 3 minutes and 9 seconds into this ball game. Utah Tech is still scoreless. Hartley knocks down the first. 58% free throw shooter on the year. It's the first point of the afternoon for Utah Tech. Hartley short on the second, the rebound out of bounds, last touched by Southern Utah. And so it stays here with the Trailblazers. 4-1 Southern Utah leads, 6:50 to go here, Chrysalis first quarter. Inbound goes all the way out near half court to Crocker. They swing over to Tolich, who just stepped into the game. On the left elbow, guarded tightly by Anderson, kicks back out to Crittenden. Now it's Crocker on the right block, goes up and over Anderson, can't convert. Urick's there for another Thunderbird rebound. Up to Doman. Chambers left corner. Back to Urick, top of the key. Crossover dribble, pull up left elbow jumper, in and out. And the rebound into the hands of Tolich for the Trailblazers. Up to Dallas. They swing around the perimeter. It stops now with Borden top of the key, guarded by Urick. Pull up from the free throw line. In and out. Urick gets the rebound, number 5 for her today. And the Thunderbirds with the ball, up by 3, 4 minutes in. Anderson, right block. Facing Crocker, now posts up, kicks out to Doman, right wing. Doman drives left, stops at the block, finds a cutting Chambers. Left-handed layup up and in for Sierra Chambers. Her first bucket of the game. It's a 6-1 Thunderbird lead as Utah Tech tries to go in a hurry. Throws it out of bounds. It was deflected, though, by the Thunderbirds. 6-1 lead for Southern Utah. 5:41 to go in this first quarter. And Southern Utah feels like they've been dominating the glass, though Utah Tech starting to rebound better. Now -2.
Yeah, it's a 6 to 8 rebound with Southern Utah, like you said, +2 there.
Tolich pulls up from the free throw line off the inbound. It rims out to Devin Kiernan and the Thunderbirds. And a foul away from the basketball as Denver Anderson hits the deck. That was Paige Kofer committing the foul. The first foul on Utah Tech, and Paige Kofer's first. 5:29 to go here, first quarter. Utah Tech still without a field goal. Inbound to Anderson, free throw line, finds Urick. Turnaround jumper up and in from 14 feet out. And it's an 8-1 Thunderbird lead. 5:20 to go, first quarter. Utah Tech looking to go in a hurry. They swing around the perimeter. Kofer stuck right corner. It's a knock out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Urick. Tried to get it off of Dallas, but Dallas did a good job not touching it there. Utah Tech maintains possession as they inbound. Now looking for a pick and pop. Top of the key 3. Bullseye. There from Kofer. And that's the first field goal of the afternoon for Utah Tech. They trail 8-4. Urick, pull-up jumper 15 feet out, no. Rebound goes to Utah Tech by way of Crittenden, looking to run. Now Dallas, left wing. A foul away from the basketball goes against Ava Urick. That's her first, the second on Southern Utah here in the first quarter. 4:50 to go. Thunderbirds lead by 4. Utah Tech with the ball baseline out. Inbounding is Tolich. She gets it over to Crittenden, left wing. Driving right on Anderson, lowers the shoulder and shuffled the feet. It's a travel. The first turnover of the game for either team. Over 5 minutes of play without a turnover. I think both coaches have to be happy that their possessions are ending in baskets.
I think so, or at least basket attempts.
Basket attempts is Utah Tech is 1 for 10 from the field. Southern Utah 4 of 10. Chambers yo-yo dribble, left wing, swings to Kiernan, top of the key. Back to Chambers, driving right. Step back jumper from the free throw line, around the rim and off. The rebound won by Utah Tech. Up and running now is Tolich. Right wing 3. Off the front iron there from Kofer, and the rebound to Kiernan and Southern Utah up to Chambers. Urick, top of the key, and they call a foul away from the basketball again. It's Devin Kiernan on a moving screen. That's Kiernan's second, the third on Southern Utah. She heads to the bench along with Bella Hassan, or along with Denver Anderson. Bella Hassan and Brooklyn Feely into the game for the Thunderbirds, leading 8-4, 4:09 to go here, first quarter. So right as we talk about neither team turning the ball over, they each get turnovers, back-to-back possessions. Now Utah Tech back with it, trailing by 4. Kofer, top of the key. Pick and pop with Dallas. Now it's Hartley, right wing, guarded by Hassan. Gets to the free throw line, kicks back out. Right wing 3, up and in for Tolich. And it's a 1-point ball game. 8-7 Thunderbird lead, 3:43 to go, first quarter. Feely, left block for the Thunderbirds. Faces up now, drives into the middle of paint, spins back left, push shot up and in. Brooklyn Feely with 6 points early on to lead all scorers. The lead back up to 3 for the Thunderbirds. Utah Tech tries to go in a hurry, but Kofor travels as Feely made a great recovery to get back on defense. Turnover number 2 for Utah Tech. .325 to play here in the first quarter. Thunderbirds with the ball, leading 10-7 over Utah Tech. Chambers brings the ball across the timeline for the Thunderbirds. Now Doman along the right wing finds Urich top of the key. Back to Chambers left wing. 15 on the shot clock to Hassan. Now Urich right wing. Back to Chambers with 10. Chambers calls for a screen. 7 on the shot clock. Pull up 3. Too strong. Rebound 1 and comes into the hands of Hartley for Utah Tech. As they get up and running, Kofor under the basket, left-handed layup up and in as Ava Urich was there but couldn't commit a foul as she already has one here in the first quarter. 10-9, Utah Tech trails by 1 still as Belle Hassan pulls up from 10 feet out. It rims off. The rebound last touched by Brooklyn Feely before going out of bounds. So Utah Tech gets possession and has a chance to take the lead with a made field goal. 2:35 to go here in this first quarter. Thunderbirds still leading by 1. Hartley, top of the key, moves to the right elbow, now needs help. Swings over to Tolich. Now Borden left wing, driving left on Doman. Layup, no. Rebound fought for, won by Urich, up to Chambers for the Thunderbirds looking to run. Sierra Chambers stops right elbow, finds a trailer. Urich, top of the key, 3, off the front rim. Rebound goes to Utah Tech and Borden, who looks to go coast to coast herself. Now slows it down for the Trailblazers to Hartley. Back to Borden, right wing, guarded closely by Doman. Tolich, top of the key on Chambers, driving right, stops at the block, kicks out. And it's dribbled off the leg of Brooklyn Feely there. Paige Kofor on the drive. And it stays here with Utah Tech. 12 on the shot clock. 1:45 to go first quarter. Thunderbirds still lead 10-9. Inbound goes to Crocker. Right elbow guarded by Feely. Trying to get it inside. And it's a drive left-handed layup. No, but a foul is called. That will send Mercedes Mealy to the free throw line for a pair. The foul on Brooklyn Feely, her first, the 4th on Southern Utah here in the first quarter. So Utah Tech back to the free throw line. Where Hartley went 1 for 2 earlier this afternoon. Mealy knocks down the first free throw. 57% free throw shooter on the season. There's a chance for one more and to give Utah Tech the lead here late in the first quarter. She knocks both down. So Utah Tech gets their first lead at 11-10. 1:38 to go here in the opening quarter. Southern Utah got out to a quick 6-0 lead, but Utah Tech has battled back to take the lead. Doman right wing gets the ball to Feely on the block. Goes baseline, contested layup up and in for Brooklyn Feely. She has 8 points, hasn't missed a shot here in this first quarter as the Thunderbirds retake the lead as Hartley loses it into the hands of Feely up to Hassan. Southern Utah looking to run. Now slowing things down, Chambers top of the key. Urich left wing down to Feely left block. Faces Crocker, now driving right. Fake spin, fade away, doesn't fall short. Crocker gets the rebound for Utah Tech up to Hartley. Borden right wing, guarded by Hassan. Now Crocker left wing, hands back to Borden, top of the key. Going left, pick and roll with Crocker into the lane, gets the layup to go over Feely. 13-12 Utah Tech lead. 15-second difference between the shot and game clock here in the first quarter. Doman, top of the key, swings to Chambers left wing. Cross-court pass nearly stolen. It goes out of bounds as Crittenden couldn't chase it down. And it stays with Southern Utah. 30 seconds to go first quarter. 15 on the shot clock for the Thunderbirds. Feely and Hassan head to the bench as the sharpshooter Morgan Triguero checks in along with Denver Anderson. Inbound goes to Anderson along the right wing. Drifting top of the key, hands to Chambers. Nearly loses it, gets to the free throw line. Kick out, Triguero, right corner. Book it! Morgan Triguero on the season, over 53% from the three-point line, and she knocks down her first triple of the night. 15-13 Thunderbird lead, 5 on the game clock. Hartley, guarded by Triguero, spins left and draws a foul. Morgan Triguero can't believe it. And Chardonnay Hartley goes back to the free throw line for 2 more. 3.2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Triguero thought she was playing good defense, but the officials decided she got too much of the arm as Chardonnay Hartley went up for the layup. She's short on the first. 1 for 3 from the free throw line here now this afternoon. Chardonnay Hartley looking to become the Southern Utah faithful favorite Trailblazer, and she does with the missed free throw. And it goes out of bounds, last touch by Utah Tech, but Chardonnay Hartley just got everybody inside the AFEC free cheese curds from Culver's today. They can get on their way down to St. George to see the men take on Utah Tech later tonight. 2 seconds to go. Southern Utah inbounds to Chambers, and they won't take a shot. So after a quarter of play, the Thunderbirds hold on to a 2-point lead, 15-13 over Utah Tech. We'll have the second quarter after this. You're listening to The Feud on 15 here live on Thunder 91.
Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available.
Attempts to 4-15, trying to get inside the...
From Levitt Group Insurance. Thank you, SUU, for allowing us to be a part of this great community. We are honored to be your exclusive insurance sponsors and wish all our athletes the best this year. Levitt Group Insurance, proudly representing auto owners insurance, will provide you with great rates for all your insurance needs. For more information or to get a quote, please visit us at levitt.com/SUU. From all of us at Levitt Group Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, thanks for the opportunity to serve you.
Since 1956, Les Olson IT has been behind the scenes, powering the people and businesses that make Utah thrive. 10 years ago, we expanded into IT and became Utah's trusted managed service provider, rooted in reliability, powered by innovation. Les Olson IT, celebrating 10 years of keeping Utah connected. Les Olson IT, providing solutions that empower your business. Les Olson IT.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC, where the Thunderbirds hold on to a 15-13 lead over Utah Tech after a quarter of play. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me. Southern Utah starts with the ball here in the second quarter as they lead by 2. Swinging around the perimeter, it stops with Doman, left wing. Crossover dribble, now drives left, gets to the block, spins back out. Triguero, left wing, 13 on the shot clock, hands to Chambers. Crossover dribble from Chambers going left. Push shot up and off the rim. Rebound chased down by Utah Tech and Crittenden. Up to Hartley. Stops at the free throw line. Back out to Crittenden. pull-up three. No, a moving screen first against Crocker. The first on Utah Tech here in the second quarter, and the first foul against Crocker. That one a three-point shot, Martin. Utah Tech 2 of 7 from the three-point line. Southern Utah, though, doing just as efficient defensively inside, just 4 of 15 shooting for Utah Tech there in the first quarter.
Right, I think even now both teams are looking to get the ball inside and at least get a shot close to the basket, moving away from Utah Tech, moving away from that three-point shot.
You're at top of the key, driving right for Southern Utah, and loses it out of bounds, trying to find a cutting Sierra Chambers. Ashley Banks making her first appearance of the night for the Thunderbirds. Denver Anderson heads to the bench. 9:09 to go, second quarter. Thunderbirds still leading 15-13 over Utah Tech. Hartley brings it up for the Trailblazers. Crittenden now left wing. Back to Hartley, right wing, driving on Doman. Pick and pop, Crocker, right wing three. Bullseye. Crocker's first triple, now with 5 points, and Utah Tech leads by 1 once again. Chambers driving left, loses the ball going up. A foul is called. We'll see if it's on the shot or on the floor. The foul goes against Hartley, and they will give Sierra Chambers a pair of free throws. Her first trip to the line tonight, the first trip for Southern Utah this afternoon. Trailing by 1, 8:43 to go here in the Chrysalis second quarter. Chambers knocks down the first. Just 1 of 6 from the field so far here this afternoon. We'll see if these free throws don't get her going. She has one more. Knocks them both down. What else would you expect from one of the leaders in the country at 87% from the line? 17-16 Thunderbird lead, 8:35 to go in the second quarter. Hartley right wing, pick and pop once again. Crocker wants another. She gets it. Lauren Crocker with 8 points, back-to-back triples. It's a 2-point lead, the largest of the day for Utah Tech. Chambers, crossover dribble, and they call a foul against Ava Urich, who can't believe it. Away from the basketball, that's her second foul, the first on Southern Utah here in the second quarter. Urich heads to the bench with those 2 fouls. Denver Anderson back in for the Thunderbirds. 8:20 to go, second quarter. Utah Tech with the ball, leading 19-17. Crittenden with it, top of the key, guarded by Anderson. No dribble, needs help, finds Hartley right wing. Gets the switch with Banks on her. Looking to drive, stops middle of the paint. Now backdoor cut from Borden. She's trapped under the basket. Kicks it back out. Triguero tips it and can't save it. It stays here with Utah Tech. Head coach Tracy Mason for Southern Utah wanting a 3 seconds, as both Crocker and Borden were down there for a solid 5 count, but to no avail from the officials. Borden gets the inbound left corner, tries to drive baseline on Doman. It's caught. Crocker guarded by Banks, kicks back out. Tolich doesn't recognize the shot clock running down, and it's a shot clock violation. Turnover number 5 for Utah Tech here today. Southern Utah gets the ball back, trailing by 2. 7:48 to go, first half, as Chambers trots across the timeline. Doman, right wing, gets the ball to Banks, right block. Faces Crocker, now goes. It's double teamed off the dribble. It's Tolich who touches it last before going out of bounds. So Southern Utah holds on to possession. 12 on the shot clock, baseline out. Chambers will do the inbounding duties for the Thunderbirds. Inbound goes to Anderson, right block. Spins, goes left, can't get the push shot to go. Hartley's there for the rebound and looking to run for Utah Tech. Going coast to coast, stops free throw line jumper, well short. Chases her own miss down out to Mealy, left wing. Tolich, back to Hartley, left corner, driving baseline. Double teamed, pick and pop. In and out on the 3 from Tolich. Rebound to Doman in Southern Utah. Triguero, left wing, thought about the three, instead dumps down to Banks on the block. Chambers, back out left wing, right back to Banks, left block. Banks goes middle of the paint, a push shot, no, wants a foul, doesn't get it, and the rebound to Tolich and Utah Tech. Hartley brings it up for the Trailblazers as they lead 19-17, 6:40 to go, second quarter. Utah Tech looking to slow things down just a little bit. Now on the left wing is Crittenden. Kicks back out. Hartley on the left wing. Guarded by Anderson. Crossover dribble going left. Pull-up jumper airballed into the hands of Courtney Doman for Southern Utah, up to Chambers. Sierra Chambers gets to the free throw line, swings to Triguero. Triguero, backdoor cut from Courtney Doman, nearly falls but keeps it alive. Chambers, left wing, goes right, step back jumper. Rims off, and Crocker gets the rebound. Sierra Chambers 1 of 7 from the line. Each team on a scoring drought over 2.5 minutes long. As we're now at 5:50 to go, second quarter, still 19-17, Tech on top with the ball. Crocker, right wing, finds a cutting Crittenden, and they call a foul against Courtney Doman before the ball goes out of bounds. And Tracy Mason can't believe it. It looked like Doman got a lot of the ball there on the replay. Brooklyn Feely and Bella Hassan into the game. Sierra Chambers catching a quick breather. Ashley Banks also heading to the bench. Chambers played all 40 minutes on Thursday night against Utah Valley. Gets a rare break here in the second quarter against Utah Tech. Tolich to inbound baseline out for Utah Tech. Find Borden, right corner in front of the Southern Utah bench, guarded by Doman. Driving left, Denver Anderson picks her pocket, and Courtney Doman now looking to run. Up to Hassan. Down to Feely, left block. Southern Utah gets to the middle of the paint, right-handed hook shot up and in. Brooklyn Feely, the first player in double digits with 10 points, 4 of 6 from the field. Tied up at 19, 5:15 to go, second quarter. A foul away from the basketball goes against Bella Hassan. That's her first foul, and the fourth on Southern Utah. So Utah Tech, the final 5:14, will be in the bonus and get free throws on any Southern Utah non-offensive foul. Inbound to Tolich at the Thunderbird logo near center court. Guarded by Hassan, drifts left, pick and pop with Kofor, now swings over to Borden. Kofor, right wing, over to Tolich, top of the key, driving right on Hassan. Contested layup, too strong. Morgan Triguero comes away with the rebound for the Thunderbirds. Anderson, right block for Southern Utah. Dribbles in middle of the paint, left-handed hook shot up and in. And Denver Anderson's first bucket gives the Thunderbirds the lead right back, 21-19, 4:35 to go, second quarter. Tolich, top of the key, takes the screen going right from Kofor. They get the switch, they can't find Kofor under the basket. They kick back out instead. Mealy, free throw line extended, goes right on Anderson. Contested layup, no, but a foul is called. Denver Anderson picks up her first, and that sends us to the media timeout. Free throws coming for Utah Tech. Southern Utah leads 21-19 here on Thunder 91. You're listening to Southern Utah Women's Basketball live on Thunder 91.
Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC, where the Thunderbirds hold a 2-point lead over that team down south, Utah Tech, 21-19, 4:18 rather to go here in the second quarter. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, and defense has been the name of the game so far for both teams this afternoon. Brooklyn Feely, the only player in double digits at 10 points, but Southern Utah just 37.5% shooting as a team, but they've held Utah Tech to under 29%.
Right, I think Brooklyn Feely is doing a good job at least getting the ball inside and getting what looks to be a very efficient hook shot that she's doing. She's 5 of 6 right now from the field.
Southern Utah leads by 2. It is free throws coming up though for Mealy and Utah Tech, where they're 3 of 6 as a team. Southern Utah just 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. If you're just joining us, it was a quick 8-1 lead for Southern Utah to start the game before Utah Tech battled back. It's been back and forth ever since. A 1-point lead for Southern Utah at the quarter break, or 2-point lead rather, at the break has stayed true to this point. 4:18 to go in the Chrysalis second quarter. Become a mentor, a teacher, a friend at chrysalis.care. Utah Tech hasn't scored the basketball in over 4 minutes. Looking to break that with a pair of free throws coming from Mealy. She went 2 for 2 in the first quarter, as it is on the court Hassan, Doman, Triguero, Anderson, and Feely for the Thunderbirds. Dallas, Crittenden, Hartley, Tolich on the court with Mealy for Utah Tech. Mealy knocks down the first. One more upcoming here for Mealy. She knocks them both down, 21-21. Utah Tech ties it up. Southern Utah looking for an answer. Hassan dribbles it up the court. Now Triguero, right corner, takes a screen left from Anderson, stops at the free throw line, dumps to Feely. Gets to the block, hook shot, too strong. The rebound to Hartley and Utah Tech as they look to get out and run. Hartley swings to Mealy, left wing, thought about a 3, instead swings to Tolich, top of the key. Now to Crittenden, guarded by Triguero, left wing. Tolich, deep 3-pointer, short, and the rebound into the hands of Crocker and Utah Tech, looking for a second chance. They reset, top of the key. Deep 3-pointer again, short again. This one from Crittenden. Courtney Doman comes away with it for the Thunderbirds. She looks to go coast to coast herself. Finds a cutting Hassan, dumps to Feely, who is taken down to the floor. No shot attempt was given. The third foul coming up against Utah Tech, as Bella Hassan heads to the bench for Southern Utah. Sierra Chambers back in for the Thunderbirds, and she'll do the inbounding. 22 on the shot clock, baseline out for Southern Utah along the left side. Inbound to Feely, right back to Chambers. Left corner, back to Feely, left block. 17 on the shot clock, 15-foot jumper, too strong. Hartley gets her 4th rebound of the afternoon. Up to Tolich for Utah Tech. Left wing for Tolich, drives left on Triguero. Crocker now top of the key, looking for help. Hands to Hartley, guarded by Chambers, 13 on the shot clock. Left corner 3, wide right there from Tolich, and a foul away from the basketball. Triguero hits the deck on the rebound, and Southern Utah gets possession back. Foul against Crocker. That's her second foul, the 4th on Utah Tech. So 2:51 to go, second quarter, each team in the bonus. Utah Tech hasn't hit a field goal in about 6 minutes here during the second quarter, but their defense has allowed them to keep this one tied. Charlie Kay checks in for the first time for Southern Utah. She dumps to Feely, left block, gets to the middle of the paint, hook shot up and over Kofer. Brooklyn Feely with 12 points, and Southern Utah back on top by 2. Hartley, top of the key for Utah Tech to set up their half-court offense. Hands to Kofor. Now back to Hartley, left wing. Drives left, stops at the free throw line, guarded by Feely. Now gets to the right block, tries to find a cutter in Crandon. They do. Left-handed layup is short. The rebound to Feely in Southern Utah, up to Doman. Courtney Doman stops left wing, finds the trailer in Feely. She'll take a three, in and out. And the rebound goes to Borden in Utah Tech. Doman pokes it away from behind. Triguero picks it up and wisely slows it down after nearly turning it over. Chambers, right corner, drives baseline, dump to Feely. Back to Chambers, right corner three. Short, and the rebound is a foul against Courtney Doman. That's her second. And free throws upcoming here for Utah Tech as they're in the bonus. If you're Southern Utah here, Martin, they're shooting at just 34.5%, 1 for 6 from three. They've been getting good looks. Just Brooklyn Feely's the only one that's been able to convert consistently on those looks.
Yeah, I think if Southern Utah can at least continue to go back to Brooklyn Feely, and since she's got the hot hand right now, I think going back to her would lead to more points from Southern Utah.
Borden at the free throw line for Utah Tech, knocks down the first. Her first point here this afternoon, goes 2 for 2, ties the game at 23, 1:45 to go, second quarter. Kay finds Feely on the right block. Goes baseline, her defender falls, misses the layup, gets her own miss, and puts it back up and in. Kofor hit the deck, no call. Brooklyn Feely up to 14 points. Southern Utah leads by 2 once again. Borden, guarded by Kay, swings over to Crandon on the left wing, guarded by Triguero, back to Borden. At the Thunderbird logo, 15 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble, spins back right at the free throw line, shuffled that pivot foot, and it's a travel, turnover number 8 for Utah Tech. 1:11 to go, second quarter. Thunderbirds with the ball and the 2-point lead. Chambers throws it into the hands of Borden. She can't convert on the interception. It stays with Southern Utah. Sideline out. Triguero to inbound. She finds Doman, or Chambers rather, to set up the half-court offense. Back to Triguero, right wing, looking for help. To Chambers, top of the key. Takes a screen left from Anderson, gets to the block, lowers the shoulder, and a charge is called. The first on Sierra Chambers this afternoon. Just the 4th turnover of the afternoon, though, for Southern Utah. The first here in the second quarter. Hartley trots across the timeline for Utah Tech. Under a minute to go, second quarter. Utah Tech hasn't hit a field goal since about the 8-minute mark here this quarter. But trail only by 2. Pick and pop, Crandon, left wing 3, short. Feely gets the rebound for Southern Utah. 3-second difference, shot and game clock. Southern Utah can hold for virtually the final shot of the half. Leading by 2. Chambers, yo-yo dribble along the right wing at the America First Credit Union logo. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Takes a screen left from Feely. Top of the key, crosses over back to the right. Charlie K, right corner, back to Chambers with 3. Chambers, free throw line, left-handed layup off the back rim. And the rebound to Utah Tech. They won't get the shot off. And Southern Utah holds on to the 2-point lead at the halftime break. Southern Utah 25, Utah Tech 23 after 2 quarters of play. Stick around, we'll have the Township Pharmacy and Bullock Drug halftime report after this. You're listening to Thunderbird Women's Basketball here live on Thunder 91.
What can you find at Mountain Lighting? A great selection of light fixtures and ceiling fans from top names in lighting like Visual Comfort, Savoy House, Kitchler, and many more. And with our price match guarantee, you can rest assured you'll not only find great quality, but great value as well. Looking for home decor items and accessories? Yeah, we've got all that. From furniture to wall decor, including paintings, mirrors, clocks. We've got pillows and other unique home decor items. So come to Mountain Lighting for all your lighting and home decor needs.
When you're ready to sell your home, doesn't it make sense to hire a seasoned professional? I'm Jennifer Davis from ERA Realty Center. With my 25 years of experience, I can see around the corner for problems or opportunities that a less experienced agent may miss. And my extensive list of buyers will mean a shorter time on the market and more dollars for you at closing. For a free consultation, call me at 586-9775 or go to buyincedar.com. I'm Jennifer Davis. Put my experience to work for you.
Just like your favorite team brings the action, Pioneer Floor Coverings brings it home. With winning floors for every style and budget, we've got the game changers. Carpet for comfort, LVP for durability, hardwood for that all-star look. Locally owned and trusted across southern Utah, Pioneer Floor Coverings delivers championship service at unbeatable prices. Swing by our showrooms in Cedar City or St. George, or score big now at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Coverings, bring home the win!
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. 2 quarters have been played. Defense, the name of the game, as Southern Utah leads 25-23 over Utah Tech at the halftime break. Dylan Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, bringing you Southern Utah women's basketball here on Thunder 91. The Township Pharmacy and Bullock Drug halftime report begins now. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock Drug is downtown at 91 North Main. And Martin, Southern Utah defensively, if you told head coach Tracy Mason the final 8.5 minutes of the second quarter, Utah Tech wouldn't make a field goal, I think she would take that every time and also not believe you when you tell her that her team's only up by 2.
Yeah, I think one thing that's keeping Utah Tech in the game is their rebounding, being able to, even though they do have right now 8 turnovers at the half, they are leading SUU in rebounding at 23, and SUU only has 20 rebounds.
They're rebounding, usually a strong suit for the Thunderbirds, and a plus 25 in the rebounding category the last time these two teams met on December 29th. But Utah Tech went 2 of 11 from the field there in the second quarter, missed their last 9 after hitting their first 2 to start the second quarter. Have been kept alive by getting to the free throw line and converting there. They're 7 for 10 as a team. Southern Utah just 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Haven't been able to get to the line consistently. And Southern Utah has Brooklyn Feely though, 14 points, 5 rebounds to lead the way. She's kept the pace steady for Southern Utah. Just in at least one other person for the Thunderbirds to come along with her in the second half.
Right. I think if you can, Sierra Chambers is doing a pretty good job, at least trying to get to the basket. She's had a couple of drives here that looked like they were pretty good. I think if you're Southern Utah, trying to get Brooklyn Feely continuing to score on the inside, and then also trying to get Sierra Chambers, get her to score. She's got 4 points. She's trying to, she herself is trying to score. She's 1 of 9 right now from the field. So I think being able to get at least those two players, and then maybe one or two more. Southern Utah trying to see who else can help them convert on baskets. That'll be something that I think Coach in the locker room is looking to talk about.
As Sierra Chambers, you mentioned, just 1 of 9 from the field, hasn't been able to find the bottom of the basket here this afternoon. Ava Urich, just 2 points, has 6 rebounds, sat with foul trouble for a good portion of that second quarter. Look for as someone else for Southern Utah to try to get involved here in the second half. For Utah Tech, they were led by Lauren Crocker with 8 points, hit a couple of triples and 6 rebounds as well for the 6'4" post and the Trailblazers. Paige Kofer with 5 points as well. Neely 4 points off the bench. But Southern Utah has held Borden to just 2 points. So the 2 point guards we highlighted before the game, just 6 combined points coming into today. They combined, they average about 30 points a game.
Right, I think both teams are doing a pretty good job trying to limit the impact of each point guard for both teams. So Utah Tech, I think if they can, again, it looks like they have pretty decent all-around scoring. At least from the 5 they had on the court, there were, like you said, a couple of points scored here and there, but being able to score the basket. The last basket, like you had mentioned, was 8:35. There wasn't a basket scored with 8 minutes 35 left by Utah Tech. So I think them too trying to find a way to score will benefit them coming into the second half.
Southern Utah with a 2 point lead, 25-23. This one might be the first to 40. We'll find out in the second half, but first we'll have more from the Township Pharmacy and Bullock Drug halftime report after this. You're listening to Thunderbird Women's Basketball live on Thunder 91.
With food that's made from scratch and fresh to order, Hermes Drive-In has options that every member of your family will enjoy. From your favorite burgers and fries to sandwiches, drinks, shakes, and more. Hermes is centrally located and easy to find at 294 North Main Street, just north of the City Park. Serving you and our community for more than 45 years, Hermes Drive-In is a proud sponsor of our students and athletes.
You want a job that makes a difference in the world. So join the Chrysalis team. Chrysalis is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we have flexible schedules for everyone. College student? No problem. Extra job? You got it. But what if you're looking for a career path? Absolutely. Chrysalis has mornings, days, and grave shifts available. Get paid to have fun, go to movies, share your talents, and make a difference. At Chrysalis, you are a mentor, a teacher, and a friend. Apply online at chrysalis.care.
Kabuto, Southern Utah's #1 sushi and ramen restaurant. Make sure to stop in, students, Monday through Friday, 11 to 3 p.m. for student specials. Follow us at Kabuto, Utah for special events and giveaways.
Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug offer the service of a local pharmacy with a personal touch. Traditional quality service with modern-day conveniences. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off North Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown at 91 North Main. Both have trained pharmacists to take care of your pharmaceutical needs and fill your prescriptions. Township Pharmacy and Bullock's Drug are happy to serve you and to support our local athletes.
Bullock Drug strives to be the very best pharmacy in Cedar City. We want you to be a part of our team. As a valued customer and patient, we will provide you with the best professional pharmacy service. Join with us and be a part of our team. Bullock Drug, 91 North Main in historic downtown Cedar.
Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. Southern Utah with a 25-23 lead over Utah Tech at the break. Dallin Richards, Martin Lexi alongside me as we bring you more from the Township Pharmacy and Bullock Drug halftime report. Pleased to serve you, the Cedar City community. Due to the weather in the Midwest and Texas, there's only one other game going on in the WAC here on the women's side right now, and that's California Baptist up in Orem at Utah Valley, where the Lancers hold a 38-37 lead over Utah Valley in one of many big games in the WAC. Every game important here, Martin, in conference play, where you look at Southern Utah and Tarleton trying to keep pace with California Baptist and Abilene Christian leading the way in the conference. But when you play everybody 3 times in the regular season, things can get wacky and weird fighting for these seeding spots for the WAC tournament in Vegas. You have to find a way to take care of your home floor and sneak some wins in on the road. Right now, Utah Valley is threatening to scare California Baptist, the league leaders. Here in the AFEC, they are holding on to that 2-point lead. Tarleton and Abilene, their game today got moved to Monday afternoon due to the ice storms going throughout Texas. As we'll take one final break and come back with some keys to the second half. You're listening to Southern Utah women's basketball here live on Thunder 91.
Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City.
Chrysalis is looking for people who want to make a difference by joining their team of direct support professionals. Team members provide supported living services and become mentors, coaches, and friends. They make lasting memories, participate in fun activities, and help individuals reach their goals and become more independent. Chrysalis offers competitive pay and flexible schedules. More information and the online application are available at chrysalis.care. That's chrysalis.care.
Hermes Drive-In is happy to sponsor youth activities in our area. They are located just north of the City Park on Main Street. Hermes features burgers, shakes, fries, and soft drinks, and a variety of other items, including scones. Hermes Drive-In, 294 North Main Street, Cedar City.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. Southern Utah holding on to a 25-23 lead over Utah Tech in the second edition of the Feud on 15 here in Cedar City. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me for the right as we get set for the third quarter. Martin, if you're head coach J.D. Judkins for Utah Tech, what are you telling your team in the locker room down by 2 at the half?
I think I would say that they're doing a pretty good job rebounding. They're out-rebounding Southern Utah by 3, 23-20 coming into this half. And then I think just being able to continue to look to score, they are doing a pretty good job. It's just nothing right now is falling for Utah Tech.
And on the other side for head coach Tracy Mason and the Thunderbirds, you lead by 2 at halftime. Feels like you should be leading by more with how your defense is playing. What are you telling your team in the locker room?
I think right now they're trying to get other people involved right now. They have just 5 assists overall, and then also trying to get to the free throw line. Utah Tech is 7 of 10, getting 10 attempts up from the free throw line, and Southern Utah, just 2 attempts from the free throw line.
As with that, we are underway in the Wilson Orthodontics third quarter. Starting 5 out there for both teams. Trailblazers start with the ball. Kofor right wing, guarded by Chambers. drifts top of the key. Now Hartley, guarded by Kiernan, driving right, switch with Chambers. Borden, left wing, 13 on the shot clock, back to Hartley, top of the key. Give and go with Borden, looking for help. Crittenden, left block, guarded by Chambers, and officials call timeout as a Trailblazer. It is Hartley is down on the court. Unsure what happened, but not anything you ever want to see. And Chardonnay Hartley, he's down on the court getting attended to by the medical staff. Just 24 seconds into this third quarter, still 25 to 23. Thunderbirds on top. Utah Tech's last made field goal came back with over 8.5 minutes left in the second quarter. As Hartley is helped off the court, walking under her own power to the bench though, which is a good sign to see. Utah Tech maintains possession as Tolich checks in for Hartley, gets the inbound with 5 on the shot clock. Crossover dribble going left, stop, spin around, hook shot is blocked and a foul is called. A bailout call there. Devin Kiernan picks it up. And that will send Utah Tech to the free throw line. The chance to tie the game back up. It is Tolich at the line, had 3 points off a made triple in the first half. Her first free throw attempts of the afternoon. The first one rolls in and out. Utah Tech 7 of 11 now as a team here tonight. 53% on the season for Tolich. She goes 1 for 2. 25-24, 9:30 to go, third quarter. Thunderbirds with the ball and the 1-point lead. Urich, top of the key, finds Feely, right elbow, goes left, holds that pivot foot back to the right, and a foul is called against Utah Tech. Brooklyn Feely draws the foul, and we'll see if it was on the rebound or the shot. It was on the shot, so 2 free throws coming for Brooklyn Feely after a 14-point first half. Transfer from Umpqua Community College, native of Orem, Utah, at the free throw line for a pair. 2 strong on the first. I'll have a chance for one more. Started the season off strong with a couple 20-point double-doubles, including against Washington State to start the year for Southern Utah. She goes 1 for 2. She's up to 15 points to lead all scorers. 26-24, 9:15 to go, third quarter. Southern Utah with the lead. Utah Tech with the ball. Tolich finds Crittenden on the left block. Tries to get past Chambers, going right. Can't get the hook shot to go. Urich comes away with her 7th rebound. Up to Chambers, looking to run for Southern Utah. They slow it down to Kiernan. Now Feely, right block. Spin back right, middle paint, double teamed immediately. Needs help. Cross court, Urich. Left wing 3. Off the back iron. Crocker gets the rebound for Utah Tech. Now Tolich looking to run. Cross court, Borden, right wing. Guarded by Doman. Gets it back, top of the key. Going right, they switch. Feely steps out on the 3-point attempt. It's too late. Kaylee Borden knocks down her first field goal of the afternoon to give Utah Tech a 27-26 lead. 8:20 to go, third quarter. Crittenden picks the ball off, looking to go coast to coast. Loses it as Urich faked her out on the fake block attempt, and she loses it out of bounds. It's a Utah Tech turnover. As Southern Utah gets the ball back, trailing by 1. Mealy checks into the game for Utah Tech. Crittenden heads to the bench. Thunderbirds looking for an answer. It's Feely, left block. Dribbles middle of the paint. Fadeaway push shot is short. The rebound to Crocker and Utah Tech. Now up to Borden on the right wing. Guarded by Chambers, spins back right. Pull-up jumper off the glass, no. Feely picks up the rebound, and Southern Utah has the ball back, trailing by 1. Chambers looking to go coast to coast, swings to Doman, right corner. Now Feely, top of the key. Can't find the cutting Chambers as Borden tips it away. Utah Tech with it, looking to run. Borden stops in the middle of the paint, kicks out to Tolich, right wing, guarded by Kiernan. Ball is deflected as they try to find Kofer in the corner. As Olivia Malafu checks into the game for the first time this afternoon, Brooklyn Feely heads to the bench for a breather. Utah Tech with the ball, up by 1. 7:25 to go, third quarter. Kofer to inbound, 19 on the shot clock for the Trailblazers. Inbound to Hartley, who's back in after being banged up earlier this quarter. Set back, guarded by Malafu, has to kick to Kofer. Driving right on Urick, spins back left at the free throw line. Now Hartley, top of the key three, airballed, and the rebound out of bounds. Nobody touched it. Southern Utah takes possession over as the student section lets Hartley hear it. Thunderbirds with the ball, trying to end a 2-minute scoring drought as they trail by 1. 7 minutes to go here in the Wilson Orthodontics third quarter. Urick, right elbow, picks up the dribble, kicks out to Kiernan. Back to Chambers, left wing. Now Doman, left corner to Malafu, left block. Finds a cutting Urick on the right block, and her bucket is up and in. Urick's first points of the second half gives Southern Utah the lead right back. Tolich, kick out to Crocker, top of the key three, wide left, and out of bounds. Southern Utah gets the ball back in a 1-point play, and I like that last play from Southern Utah, getting the ball to Urick on the block where she could just go right up with it. See if that doesn't get her into a rhythm. Malafu now, right block, goes baseline, kicks out Chambers, left wing. Now Urick, top of the key, thought about the three, instead drives right on Kofer. Backdoor cut from Doman, can't get the layup to fall, but she is fouled and will head to the free throw line for a pair. And Southern Utah attempts just 5 and 6 on the afternoon, but already 3 and 4 here in the third quarter. Second team foul on Utah Tech, and the first on Neely. 2 free throws for Courtney Dolman as the first one falls. The sophomore from Crane, Oregon, does a little bit of everything for Southern Utah, especially defensively, leading the team in blocks and steals. She goes 2 for 2 from the line for her first points. Has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block here, though, this afternoon. Southern Utah with the 30-27 lead, 6:18 to go, third quarter. Hartley trots across the timeline, yo-yo dribble, guarded by Kiernan. Drifts to the right wing. Now it's Crittenden, top of the key, left alone. Short on the three-pointer. Urick gets rebound number 8, and Southern Utah looking to run with Chambers. Finds a trailer in Urick. Gets to the right block, kicks back to Chambers, drives right, pick and pop. Urick thought about the three and says swings to Kiernan. Now Doman, left wing. Gets it to Malafu, left block, faces Crittenden. Spins back right, hook shot is short, but a foul is called, and Olivia Malafu gets sparse minutes here for the Thunderbirds team. Checks in the third quarter. Has an assist already to Ava Urick, looking to get some points from the free throw line. Malafu, the sophomore from Hawaii. Too strong on the first. We'll have a chance for one more. Short on the second. Urick, though, chases down the offensive rebound. Nearly throws it away. Kiernan saves it. And the officials blow the whistle for what? Nobody knows, but they allow Utah Tech to sub on a live ball. And now Courtney Doman inbounds in front of the scorer's table, 18 on the shot clock. Doman finds Urick on the inbound, top of the key. Hands back to Doman, driving left. Pick and pop, Urick, top of the key. Thought about the three, instead drives right on Neely. Layup up and in for Ava Urick. Contested shot. She's up to 6 points. The lead is 5 for Southern Utah. Hartley wastes no time. Crittenden right corner, too strong on the 3. Urich gets rebound number 10 for the Thunderbirds. As Chambers along the left wing finds Doman. Thought about the left corner 3. Instead, crossover dribble to drive baseline. Stuck on the block, kicks to Urich left wing. Chambers all alone on the right wing. In and out on the 3. Chambers cannot buy a bucket for the Thunderbirds. Utah Tech looks to run with Hartley. Spins past Chambers going left. Loses it. Can't get the shot to fall, and she touches it last. It goes to Southern Utah, and that is the media timeout. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. Southern Utah 32, Utah Tech 27. You're listening to The Feud on 15 here live on Thunder 91.
Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC, where Southern Utah holds a 32-27 lead over Utah Tech. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, and it's been the Southern Utah defense has been the big story for the Thunderbirds tonight. They're up by 5, and it's because of the scoring droughts that they're forcing Utah Tech to go on. Didn't make a field goal for the last 8.5 minutes of the second quarter. They're closing in on a 4-minute scoring drought right now. What have the Thunderbirds done defensively to be so disruptive?
I think just not allowing them to get uncontested looks at the basket. They're doing a good job sending, at least these past couple of minutes, sending 2 defenders whenever there's a dribble past the free throw line.
The defense for Southern Utah has given them this lead, though they're struggling from the field. Thunderbirds just 35% shooting, 1 of 8 from 3. Utah Tech on the other side, 20% from the field, 5 of 19 from 3. 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Southern Utah at just 5 of 8. As it is Southern Utah basketball coming out of the media timeout. Currently on a 6-0 run. Utah Tech missing their last 7 field goals here in the third quarter. Haven't scored in the last 3.5 minutes for the Trailblazers. But it is Thunderbirds with the ball. Chambers, Kiernan, Doman, Urich, and Malafu, the 5 on the court for the Thunderbirds. Dallas, Crittenden, Hartley, Tolich, and Neely, the 5 for Utah Tech. Malafu immediately gets the ball left block. 15-foot jumper, rolls off the front of the rim and in for her first points this afternoon. Utah Tech wastes no time getting down the court. They now slow it down with Crittenden, left wing up to Hartley, top of the key. 20 on the shot clock, Tolich. Left wing driving right on Kiernan. Can't get this floater to fall, and a foul is called on Southern Utah. Here on the rebound, Sierra Chambers picks it up. That is her 3rd foul, and the 2nd on Southern Utah here this quarter. Hartley to inbound. Gets it right back in the left corner, guarded by Kiernan. Now the switch with Malafu. Swings to Mealy, top of the key, guarded by Doman. Drives left, stops at the elbow, needs help. 9 on the shot clock. They kick out to Tolich, guarded by Chambers, going left. Kick out, left corner 3, up and in. And that one for Dallas, her first bucket of the game. 34-30 Southern Utah lead. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Urich right wing, drives to the block, now kicks out Kiernan, top of the key. Guarded by Tolich, a couple of southpaws going at it. Hands to Dillman, drives all the way to the right block, can't get the roll on the layup, and the rebound to Mealy up to Hartley looking to run. Hartley stops and drifts back out to the right wing. Swing around Mealy, left wing open for three, too strong. Urich there for another rebound, her 11th. Up to Chambers, right wing. Steps inside the three-point line, short on the shot. Hartley comes away with it for Utah Tech. Crittenden drives to the left block, now kicks back out. Left wing three, up and in. Dallas has hit her last two triples. Only two shots she's taken tonight, and it's a 1-point ball game, a quick 6-0 run for Callan Dallas and the Trailblazers. Doman left wing for Southern Utah. Finds Urich left block. Faces up, now gets the middle of the paint, hook shot, no, but a foul is called, and that will send Ava Urich to the free throw line. Crittenden picks up the foul. So that is the fourth team foul on Utah Tech as they hockey sub a handful of players. Olivia Malafu and Devin Kiernan head to the bench. Anderson and Feely onto the court for Southern Utah. That foul was the second on Crittenden here today. Urich knocks down the first free throw. Her first two attempts today, working on yet another double-double. 7 points now to go with 11 rebounds. Make it 8 points. The leader in the WAC in rebounds per game at 9.9 coming into today. Should get her to a double-double average after this one. Borden, right corner, drives baseline, stopped by Feely on the block. Kicks out to Hartley, guarded by Chambers, drives left. Loses the ball behind her back, and she travels. That pivot foot slid, and she can't believe it. A turnover, number 10 for Utah Tech. Gives the Thunderbirds the ball back, up by 3. 2:20 to go, third quarter. Chambers drives left, goes into Hartley, can't get the layup to fall, gets her own miss. Out to Anderson, left wing. Post up now, drives baseline on Dallas. A foul is called away from the basket on Dallas, but that should be free throws for Southern Utah as they are in the bonus. Just one of those nights for Sierra Chambers. 4 points, 1 of 12 from the field. Denver Anderson at the free throw line for the Thunderbirds. Makes the first, and Martin, I feel like free throws were something that Tracy Mason might have mentioned. Just 2 free throw attempts for Southern Utah in the first quarter, already 10 here in the third quarter.
I think you're right with that they're getting to the free throw line more.
5-point lead for Southern Utah after Anderson goes 2 for 2. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Kofer finds Crocker on the right block, guarded by Feely. Spins under the basket, reverse layup up and in. Nice move from the post player. And it's back down to a 3-point Thunderbird lead. Crocker in double digits now with 10. Chambers sets up the Thunderbirds half-court offense. 15 on the shot clock. They get it to Urich, right block. Nice pivot move, can't get the hook shot. Anderson comes away with a rebound, and she'll head right back to the free throw line for 2 more. Thunderbirds crashed in the offensive glass these last few possessions. Denver Anderson gets rewarded with 2 more free throws. Sophomore from Mount Zion, Illinois for Southern Utah. Played big minutes in multiple games this year off the bench. Is short on the first free throw. A versatile player for Southern Utah. Play just about anywhere on the court. She goes 1 for 2. She's now up to 5 points this afternoon. 4-point Thunderbird lead. 90 seconds to play, third quarter. Tolich, guarded by Chambers, goes left wing. Now top of the key with Dallas. Back to Tolich, left wing, 15 on the shot clock. Now Borden, left corner. Kicks back to Crocker, guarded closely by Feely. Back to Borden, drives baseline on Doman. Rejected. Courtney Doman, her second block of the night and 7th of the season. Now Chambers looks to run, slows it back down. Anderson, left wing, 3. Airballed. Rebound. Won by Brooklyn Feely, who's pushed. And Brooklyn Feely will head to the free throw line. That foul against Lauren Crocker. Her 4th foul. A big one there. With 53 seconds to go, third quarter. Brooklyn Feely at the free throw line with the Thunderbirds up by 4. Check that was Doman's 21st block of the season as Morgan Triguero checks in for Denver Anderson. 2 shots upcoming for the sophomore or the junior from Orem. Feely knocks down the first, was 1 for 2 earlier this quarter. Both of her third quarter points coming by way of free throws, looking to make it 3. She does, and it's a 41-35 lead for Southern Utah. Haven't been able to pull away as they've gone on a shooting drought of their own, missing their last 5 and only one of their last 7 from the field. Tolich brings the ball up for Utah Tech, swings to Kofor. In and out of the hands of Borden, but Tolich comes away with it, top of the key. Thought about a 3, instead goes down on the block. They get the mismatch. Kofor on Chambers, can't convert. Brooklyn Feely comes away with the rebound, her 8th, and Southern Utah with the ball up by 6. 5-second difference, shot and game clock. Looking to hold for essentially what would be the last shot of the third quarter. Yo-yo dribble from Chambers along the left wing. 10 on the shot clock as Feely comes to her right. She takes the screen. Double teamed, finds Feely right block. Doman, right corner with 2, gets fouled late. Good defense for Utah Tech for 28 seconds, but a foul bails Southern Utah out, and Courtney Doman will head to the free throw line. 7 seconds to go, third quarter. Doman knocks down the first. All 3 of her points coming by way of free throws here this afternoon, and all of them here in this third quarter. Wide right on the second. A foul is called against Utah Tech on the rebound. Brooklyn Feely wins the battle, and the bench is excited. Well, back to the free throw line Southern Utah goes for attempts 18 and 19 on the 19 and 20 rather on the afternoon. The foul against Kofor, her second. Brooklyn Feely right back to the free throw line. Knocks down the first, leading all scorers with 18. Feely knocks them both down. 44-35, Southern Utah lead. 5, Tolich brings it up court with 3. Tries to drive right, nearly traveled, gets away with it. Borden at the buzzer, in and out and off the front iron. So that does it for 3 quarters of play. Southern Utah starting to pull ahead of Utah Tech. It's their largest lead of the night at 44-35. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. You're listening to Thunderbirds women's basketball here live on Thunder 91.
When you're ready to sell your home, doesn't it make sense to hire a seasoned professional? I'm Jennifer Davis from ERA Realty Center. With my 25 years of experience, I can see around the corner for problems or opportunities that a less experienced agent may miss. And my extensive list of buyers will mean a shorter time on the market and more dollars for you at closing. For a free consultation, call me at 586-9775 or go to buyincedar.com. I'm Jennifer Davis. Put my experience to work for you.
Just like your favorite team brings the action, Pioneer Floor Coverings brings it home. With winning floors for every style and budget, we've got the game changers. Carpet for comfort, LVP for durability, hardwood for that all-star look. Locally owned and trusted across Southern Utah, Pioneer Floor Coverings delivers championship service at unbeatable prices. Swing by our showrooms in Cedar City or St. George, or score big now at pioneerfloor.com. Pioneer Floor Coverings, bring home the win!
Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City. You're listening to KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, and the Thunderbirds lead 44-39 going into the fourth quarter, and still struggling to shoot the ball from the field for Southern Utah, but head coach Tracy Mason has to be happy with the aggression and getting to the free throw line the Southern Utah did in the third quarter.
I think so. All those points that Southern Utah scored, a majority of them came from the free throw line. They had 12 free throw attempts coming into the third, and now they're at 20 starting the fourth.
13 of 18 for Southern Utah from the free throw line in the third quarter. They're 15 of 20 for the game. Coming out to start the fourth quarter, the 15-foot jumper from Sierra Chambers rolls off the rim. Utah Tech looks for an answer. Trailer and Crocker drops down her third triple. She's up to 13 points. 44-38, 9:35 to go, fourth quarter. Doman, left wing for Southern Utah, gets the ball to Feely, a game-high 19 points. Back out to Chambers, right back to Feely, left block, guarded by Crocker. Gets to the middle of the paint, fadeaway hook shot, no. Urick's there, though, for the offensive rebound, back to Chambers, top of the key. Did not hit the rim, so no shot clock reset. Triguero, top of the key, drives right, 15-foot floater, up and in for Morgan Triguero. Her 5th point of the night for Southern Utah. 46-38, a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Tolich, left wing, guarded by Chambers. Swings out right wing, Hartley wide open for three, no. Urick there for rebound number 13. Chambers looking to run now for Southern Utah. Coast to coast, left-handed layup, no, but a foul is called. Sierra Chambers will head back to the free throw line for a pair. If you're head coach Tracy Mason and Sierra Chambers, you have to still seeing her keep that confidence that she's had all season. It just hasn't been her night from the field, but the aggression gets back to the free throw line. Attempts 3 and 4 for Chambers. She knocks down the first. One more coming for the sophomore from Danville, California. She goes 2 for 2. Up to 6 points now on the afternoon. The lead is 10, the largest it's ever been for Southern Utah. 8:40 to go, fourth quarter. Hartley, top of the key, drives left on Chambers, stops at the block, kicks out to Mealy. Now Borden, right wing, guarded by Feely, drives left, spin back right, denied. Kicks all the way out to Crittenden, left wing, guarded by Triguero, lowers the shoulder, driving right, and she gets bailed out. A foul is called against Triguero. Just didn't quite stay vertical enough there on the drive as Crittenden lowered the shoulder, did not extend the arm though. That's why it's a blocking foul. No shot, baseline out for Utah Tech. Hartley to inbound. We go all the way out to Crocker, top of the key. Hands back to Borden, right wing three. Too strong. Chambers gets the rebound for Southern Utah. 10-point lead for Southern Utah. 8 minutes to play, third quarter. Chambers, yo-yo dribble near half court. Now driving right on Hartley and gets the layup to go. As Sierra Chambers gets her first field goal of the second half. She's up to 8 points. Lead is 12. Hartley kicks out to Borden, top of the key. Now Mealy right wing, driving left on Urich, stops in the middle of the paint. Needs help, kicks out to Hartley, top of the key. Back to Mealy right wing. Now driving right baseline on Urich. Spin back left, turnaround jumper up and in from 8 feet out. And that stops the 6-0 Thunderbird run. The lead's still 10 though for Southern Utah. Triguero, right wing, hands to Chambers. Now Urich, top of the key. Now Feely, left block. Gets to the middle of the paint, right-handed hook shot off the front of the rim. Crittenden gets the rebound for Utah Tech up to Hartley. Now Mealy, right wing, to Borden, right corner, guarded by Doman. Now they switch. Swing around the perimeter, it's Hartley, left wing. Borden back top of the key, guarded by Triguero. Kicks out to the trailer and Crocker. Hands off to Borden, now driving left on Feely. And one is Feely with the touch foul. We'll send Kaylee Borden to the free throw line to look to add to the 3-point play. Eva Urich heads to the bench for Southern Utah. Denver Anderson back in for the Thunderbirds. 6:51 to go, fourth quarter. Southern Utah leads 50-42. Oh, a free throw coming for Borden. And Utah Tech, a 72% free throw shooter on the year, 2 for 2 today. She drills it. And head coach J.D. Gustin for Utah Tech takes timeout. We'll take it as well. 6:51 to go in the ball game. Southern Utah 50, Utah Tech 43. We have a great finish coming up here after this on Thunder 91.
Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC. Thunderbirds lead 50-43 over Utah Tech. 6:53 to go here in the Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design fourth quarter. Here to answer your questions about your flooring on pioneerfloor.com. Alan Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me. And Southern Utah, we talk about their offense as they're the second leading points per game in the WAC. But it's their defense today on a night the offense has struggled that's given them this 7-point lead. Can the offense do enough to hold Utah Tech off here in this fourth quarter?
I think coming out of this timeout, they're going to definitely be looking to facilitate their offense coming in for these last couple of minutes here.
Just joining us, it's been Brooklyn Feely leading the way. She has 19 points, 9 rebounds for Southern Utah. Ava Urich dominating on the glass once again as well. She has 8 points, 13 rebounds. It's been a slow night for Sierra Chambers, up to 8 points, but just 2 of 14 from the field. Thunderbirds got to the free throw line 2 times in the first half. They've shot 20 free throws here in the second half. Utah Tech has been led by Lauren Crocker with 13 points. She's hit 3 triples to go with 8 rebounds as well, though she does have 4 fouls. Someone Southern Utah will look to attack down low, trying to get her out of the ball game. Thunderbirds with the ball coming out of the timeout. Chambers, Triguero, Doman, Anderson, and Feely, the 5 for Southern Utah. Crittenden, Hartley, Mealy, Borden, and Crocker, the 5 for Utah Tech in the Navy. Southern Utah in the home whites, looking for a State of Utah sweep this weekend after escaping Orem with a 64-60 win against Utah Valley Thursday night. It will be Thunderbird basketball as soon as the officials get the okay to start play again from the media table. just 33% shooting for Southern Utah. They've hit just one three-pointer so far today, 1 of 9. Though Utah Tech 27% from the field, hasn't shot better. Chambers swings to Feely, top of the key. Now Doman nearly loses it, but chases it down near half court. Borden falls to the deck. Doman drives to the left. Dumps to Feely, middle of the paint, going right. Layup, too strong. Anderson's put back, yes. Denver Anderson up to 7 points off the bench. And the rebounding advantage now up to 7 for Southern Utah. Mealy, right wing, swings to Borden, right corner, guarded by Doman. Back out to Mealy, top of the key, 15 on the shot clock. Now Crocker. Crittenden, top of the key, 10 on the shot clock, guarded by Triguero. Crocker gets the ball to Mealy, left block. Spinning back left, fadeaway jumper, pure from Mealy. She has 8 points off the bench. The lead back down to 7, 52-45. Southern Utah leads, 5:50 to go, fourth quarter. Chambers driving left on Hartley, backs out to the wing. Cross court. Anderson travels as she got in the air on a pump fake from the right wing. Just the 7th turnover of the afternoon, though, for Southern Utah. Done a much better job taking care of the basketball today after 25 turnovers on Thursday against Utah Valley. Hartley brings the ball up for Utah Tech as Urick checks back in for the Thunderbirds, along with Devin Kiernan. It's Crittenden, top of the key into Crocker, left wing. Hands back, Crittenden, driving left on Chambers. All the way back out Borden, top of the key with 8. Hartley, left wing, crossover dribble at the elbow. Short on the jumper, and Urick chases down, rebound 14 for Southern Utah. Kiernan, right wing, hands to Chambers, all alone. Finally, Sierra Chambers finds the bottom of the net with her first triple. She's up to 11 points. The lead is 10 for Southern Utah. Hartley, yo-yo dribble for Utah Tech. Now they swing Borden. Driving right, spins left on Feely, gets her spun around and pulls up for the easy 13-foot mid-range jumper just inside the free throw line. 55-47, 4:30 to go. Thunderbirds with the ball and 8-point lead. Feely, left elbow, finds Kiernan, top of the key, triple, off the glass and in. It's the weekend, but the bank is open for Devin Kiernan. Back-to-back triples for the Thunderbirds. Borden wastes no time getting to the middle of the paint, turnaround jumper off the front rim. Rebound 15 for Ava Urick. Chambers brings it up for Southern Utah as they lead 58-47, now under 4 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Feely, left elbow, as Kiernan's wide open under the basket, can't hit the bucket though, as Mealy made a great recovery. And Hartley now looking to run for Utah Tech. Finds the trailer and Crocker, top of the key. Backdoor cut from Borden, nearly lost it. Kicks it left corner triple, too strong from Crittenden. Urick gets her easiest rebound of the day, and that's number 15. Chambers going coast to coast, fouled on the drive and the shot. Sierra Chambers will head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. And the foul on Hartley. That's the media timeout. 3:29 to go in the fourth quarter. Southern Utah pulling away from Utah Tech, 58-47. You're listening to Thunderbird Women's Basketball here live on Thunder 91.
Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy.
You're listening to Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC, where Southern Utah is leading Utah Tech 58-47. 3:29 to go in the Pioneer Floor Coverings and Design fourth quarter. Flooring services from beginning to end, in-home measurement to design consultations and final installation. Galen Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me, and Sierra Chambers at the free throw line here coming out of this media timeout. But I don't know if anyone on the court needed to see a three-pointer go in more than Sierra Chambers on that last possession, knocking down a triple. 3 of 15. How important, though, is it for her to still have the confidence to take those shots?
I think it's very important for her and for Southern Utah. She is at 11 points right now, and she averages just about 15 and a half points per game. So I think her being confident to take those shots, even if she is just not shooting it as efficiently as she normally does, I think just that is very beneficial for the team.
And it started with her being aggressive and getting to the free throw line, where she's going for her attempts 5 and 6 of the afternoon. Southern Utah 23 and 24 as a team. Leading by 11. Make it 12 as she knocks down the first. Just a sophomore from Danville, California. Backed up De La Bolina a season ago as a true freshman, and you saw glimpses, but has really turned it up, taking over the point guard duties as a sophomore. Going 2 for 2, it's a 60-47 Southern Utah lead. 3:25 to go. Borden, left wing, guarded by Feely on the switch, trying to find the post player down low. Instead, they go Creighton, guarded by Chambers. Hartley loses it on the drive, but a foul is called. Boy, and it looked like Hartley fell to the ground on her own, but they catch Devin Kiernan with a push. As that is the fourth foul on Devin Kiernan here today. Hartley to inbound, baseline out, a foul before the inbound. And they call a foul on Chambers. That's her third. And just like that, Utah Tech is in the bonus, the final 3:15. Inbound to Tolich. Top of the key, guarded by Feely on a switch. Cross court, Mealy, right wing. Get the ball to Crocker, double teamed immediately. They kick back out to Tolich, top of the key. Driving right, Urich picks her pocket. Ava Urich comes away with the steal and wisely slows things down, handing off to Chambers. 13-point Thunderbird lead under 3 minutes to play fourth quarter. Chambers driving right on Mealy, now backs out to the right wing. Now Urich left wing, down to Feely left block. Gets it picked, Chambers comes away with it and docks down the 15-foot pull-up jumper. Sierra Chambers up to her season average of 15. 62-47, 2:25 to play in the ball game. Hartley, yo-yo dribble, guarded by Kiernan with those 4 fouls along the right wing. Now Tolich, top of the key to Crocker. No dribble, Crocker hands to Tolich, right wing, driving right on Doman, loses it into the hands of Ava Urich. And once again, Urich slows down the Thunderbird fast break as time is on their side. 2 minutes to play. Southern Utah 62, Utah Tech 47. Thunderbirds have pulled away here in the fourth quarter. A 2.5 minute scoring drought from Utah Tech as Chambers pick and pop with Urich, top of the key. In and out on the triple. Hartley gets her 8th rebound of the afternoon. For Utah Tech, up the court. Crittenden thought about the right wing three, instead swings Tolich. Now Crocker, free throw line, guarded by Urich. Going right, hook shot, too short, and the rebound to Ava Urich, tying her career high of 17. Tracy Mason calls timeout. With 1:25 to go, it's a 62-57 lead. We'll keep this one here as this timeout was called mostly to get some substitutions into the game off the bench for Southern Utah as they've pulled away. And the defense has been spectacular all night, Martin, for Southern Utah. The offense, though, has really picked it up in the fourth quarter. It started with getting to the free throw line, but they've been effective here this fourth quarter. 6 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line.
Yeah, I think, and like you mentioned before, Sierra Chambers getting to see the ball go in, I think that also helped with the scoring primarily for Southern Utah.
Chambers, 11 of her 15 points have come in this fourth quarter. As on the court, it is Chambers, Urich, Feely, Skoltz, and Kolker. For the final minute 20, Chambers, right wing, gets the ball to Feely on the right block. Goes to the middle of the paint, left-handed push shot, no. Rebound to Brooklyn Feely. She gets her own miss. Nearly ripped away. They swing it back out to Chambers on the left wing. Down to a minute to play in the ball game, 10 on the shot clock. Chambers left wing, drives left on Hartley. 10-foot floater, too strong. Rebound to Sierra Chambers. One more second chance opportunity here is Ava Urich fighting for that 18th rebound. Feely and Chambers have beaten her to the glass on the offensive end though. Chambers, pick and roll with Feely. Kick out. Right wing, three. Air ball, Urich gets the rebound. Can't get the putback, but she gets her career high 18th rebound. Hartley pulls up from the free throw line and knocks it down. 62-49, no shot clock left. As Southern Utah will dribble this one out. The defense wins the game for Southern Utah on a night, and it's not over yet. Sierra Chambers will head to the free throw line as Hartley fouled her with 18 seconds left. And she was dribbling the clock out, and no free throws, check that. That was just the third team foul on Utah Tech. I do know how to count to 5, I promise. It might not seem like it. And the inbound goes for Southern Utah. Banks checks in along with Belle Hassan. Ava Urich, the lone starter, out on the court. And she'll dribble it out with 5, 4, 3, 2, and Southern Utah gets their second win of the season against Utah Tech. They'll face off one more time the end of February down in St. George. 62-49, Thunderbirds beat Utah Tech here in the AFEC. We'll step aside and come back with the Brad's Food Hut post-game wrap-up after this. You're listening to Southern Utah Women's Basketball live on Thunder 91.
Wilson Orthodontics has been serving Cedar City for more than 31 years. Child and adult orthodontics are available at 66 West Harding Avenue, Suite A, and they're also open on Saturdays. Wilson Orthodontics has offices in Parowan and Beaver. Cody Wilson, creating smiles you won't want to cover with a mask. 435-586-8980. That's 586-8980. Wilson Orthodontics. Family discounts are available. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Township Pharmacy is located near the hospital just off Main Street, and Bullock's Drug is downtown. Each pharmacy can fill your prescriptions, and they're happy to bring this broadcast your way. Curbside service available or inside the pharmacy. Township Pharmacy. Brad's Food Hut is happy to present this broadcast. Brad's is a traditional fixture in Cedar City and features the Bronco Burger, fish and chips, grilled cheese, and grilled turkey sandwiches, chicken sandwiches, shakes, and of course, soft drinks. Brad's is located on North Main Street in Cedar City. You're listening to KSUU Thunder 91. Now back to the game.
Welcome back inside the AFEC, where Southern Utah got a 62-49 win over Utah Tech in the second of 3 editions of the Feud on 15. Dallin Richards, Martin Alexi alongside me has brought you Southern Utah women's basketball on Thunder 91. We continue with the Brad's Food Hut post-game wrap-up. 586-6358. If you call ahead, they can have your order ready for you. And the entire game from start to finish, maybe the most impressive 40 minutes of defense Southern Utah has put together on the season.
Right, I think that was a very important factor in getting this win and being able to pull away, at least in the second half for Southern Utah.
as Southern Utah pulled away, especially in that second half. As you mentioned, it was a 2-point lead at the half for Southern Utah before winning by 13. They were led by Brooklyn Feely, who had 19 points, 14 of those coming in the first half. She had a double-double, 10 rebounds as well. Sierra Chambers had 11 of her 15 points in the fourth quarter as the two double-digit scores for Southern Utah today. Utah Tech had 2 on their end. It was Lauren Crocker with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and Kaylee Borden with 10 points as well. Thunderbirds, though, offensively just under 34% from the field on the game, though the fourth quarter they really picked it up, got that shooting percentage back up, hit a couple threes as well as they pull away with the win. But Martin, who is the Bullock Drug and Township Pharmacy player of the game here tonight?
I think that would have to be Ava Urich. She had an impressive 18 rebounds, and that, I think, really helped with being able to limit the scoring or second chance points for Utah Tech, and then also aided in helping them pull away in this win.
Ava Urich, a career high 18 rebounds to go with 8 points, is your Bullock Drug and Township Pharmacy player of the game. Pleased to serve you, the Cedar City community. Southern Utah picks up the win in their first of 3 straight at home. They're back at it Thursday night in AFEC against UT Arlington, looking to keep up with a 58-55 win they had in Texas earlier this season. That game will be at 6:30 here live on Thunder 91. Along with Utah Tech, they head back to St. George to host ACU on Thursday night in Burns Arena. For my color analyst, Martin Alexi, and our stream operator, Rob Bursey, and our amazing students back in the Thunder 91 station, making us sound better than we deserve. We'll get you back to commercial-free music until the men take on Utah Tech down in St. George tonight. You can listen to Spencer McLaughlin here live on Thunder 91 with tip-off at 7 p.m. Southern Utah 62, Utah Tech 49 in the second edition of the Feud on 15. This was Southern Utah women's basketball on Thunder 91.